Let's see, because you're so heavy on this person's mind, let's see what are their late night thoughts about you. Because when we are heavily on someone's mind, or if someone is heavily on our mind, then we definitely think about them before we go to sleep. Again, you can visualize their voice, name, face while I'm shuffling these cards so that I can pick up on the collective's energy. So I know I messed everything up. This person, as I said at the beginning, right, they're so mad at themselves for not making that move, for not being able to come ahead, for feeling physically incapable of coming ahead. They feel like they've messed up their opportunities. As I mentioned earlier, right, they might have gotten a lot of opportunities where there were not many people around and they could have approached you, but they did not, and then later on they regretted. So it's one of those things where they feel, have I messed this up and have I dragged this on for too long, because it's going on since, like, if it's June and July, like 4 or 5 months. And what if by now they met someone, they're speaking to someone, or they're even dating someone? What if they were single when I started liking them, but because I dragged it so much for 4 or 5 months, now they're not? So they just feel like they've messed everything up. As I said, they're too much into their head, and a lot of negativity is starting to enter their mind, which again, if they start spiraling, anyway, then they're not able to make a move. And if they start spiraling with these kind of assumptions, they would definitely not be able to make a move, because their mind will not let them make the move. So this person is so much in their mind. I feel you even though we are apart. Of course they feel you because they've attached all their emotions with you. You're not just on someone's mind so heavily if their emotions are not involved. So they do feel you because they are always imagining these, amazing scenarios with you. And what if things work out and we are able to spend our life together? What would this person be like? How does their voice sound like? I don't think they see your goofy side. I think they see your really serious, disciplined side, whether it's at work or it's at a gym, wherever you guys are in each other's proximity. So they wonder, and that's what intimidates them. That's a part of what intimidates them, that you're always this disciplined, serious, focused person, not caring about what's going on around you. So they keep wondering, like, what would they be like when they're not in this place? Do they have a goofy side? Are they funny? Are they a storyteller? Are they someone who's also quite outside? Like, they want to explore you so bad, but as I said, they're not able to come up to you and speak to you. So how are they even going to explore you? They will wait for a sign from you. So if you're someone, we have established that they're intimidated by you, and they might need some help with coming forward.